Hello everybody, this is JT Bear here in a nice warm and bright greenhouse. Thought I'd bring you along for my adventure today. I'm going to transplant my mints out of the aquaponics bed and into a much more controllable system. Well, let's take a look at that, shall we? As you can plainly see, these mints do incredibly well in aquaponics, but they are incredibly invasive plants as well. Let's take a look down here at the bottom, and you can see where the vine itself is just desperately trying to put down roots into anything it can. So what I do to help combat that is I have these old Folgers tins from my original aquaponics system, and they still function on the same principle that they always have. I'll take an old Tupperware bucket, fill it up from the fish tank, pour it into the red bucket, and then the water trickles out through these blue tubes I've got. That's just airline hosing for your standard aquariums. And it slowly drains the tank out, feeding the plant, filtering the water just a little bit, and it all ends up back up in this constant flow bed. The real advantage to doing mint this way in aquaponics is that the roots and the plant itself, it's trapped. It's bound inside this Folgers can. It's not going to be able to take over the rest of my system. And yet it still contributes very much to the filtering process and helping to take those nitrates out so they don't harm my fish. So basically, I just take some of my pebbles, toss them into the bottom, get a nice layer started in the Folgers can. And then once I've got enough in there to cover it for sure, I'll just bring it over here and see what kind of root mass I'm dealing with. Way in the back there we can see chocolate mint. So I'm going to put that aside so that I can label the container. Let's just get a look at this. That is a whole lot of mint plant. But it sits in there quite nicely. I'll have to put some more clay pellets in there to top it up. As you can see, there's plenty of space in there. And that frees up all that space in my aquaponic bed for things like Swiss chard, love the chard, or even just to clone off some more of the mints for the spring season. I get a lot of requests for chocolate mint. And there you go. Ultimately, containing your mint in your aquaponics can be that simple. This one here is a pineapple mint. I'm going to be doing the same thing too. So once again, in case you missed it the first time, I'm just going to put a layer of my hydroton or hydroton or whatever these things are called, my happy little clay pellets, in the bottom of the Folgers can, just so I'm sure there's some underneath the roots for them to go down into. I'm going to go over here and grab this mint by the scruff, try and catch all of its little bits. Look at that. And into the container it goes. Shove the roots in there. I'm being pretty rough with this mint, but it can take it. So once again, I'll just fill up that space there with more of the clay pellets. And it's pretty much done. Now that I have those two safely contained, the last thing to do is just to give it a good watering. That'll help the roots get settled down into place in their new home. And it really is that simple. This is the same jug I've used since I started my aquaponic system, with nothing more than a kiddie pool, some Folgers cans, and a couple of blue Rubbermaids. Aquaponics is so simple, anybody can do it. If you don't have a garden going like this already, you really should give it a try. Well, there you are, containing mint in your aquaponics system. This has been JT Bear. I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day.